Are you ready to take your reports beyond business intelligence? Qmatic Data Connect is a product that enables you to do just that. Hi, my name is Mark Sarria, and I'm the product evangelist at Qmatic. Today, I bring you a new product called Qmatic Data Connect. With its ability to help you discover deeper insights, generate new business processes, or even help with predictive modeling, Data Connect is a product that would help your business get to the next level. With Data Connect, you can use your data visualization tool to create meaningful dashboards that would help you visualize your data. Let's take a look. Now, getting started with Data Connect is really easy. Data Connect actually is supported by many of the data visualization tools out there. Power BI, Tableau, Data Link, there's a few of them out there. But the key is that the data visualization tool that you want to use just needs to support OData. So let's take a look at what that looks like. If I select here, I'm working on Power BI and I'm trying to get my data. And once it becomes active. Okay, there we go. So I'm gonna actually select this, and you can see that the common data source supported by Power BI, there's a lot of them here, but one of them is going to be the OData feed. So as long as your data visualization tool supports OData feed, you can happily connect to your data using our API. So go ahead and select that. Now, once I select that, I'm presented with this URL box, which at this point, I will go ahead and paste my URL to my specific API now, which will connect me to my data source. Now, once you purchase the product, this is what you're going to get, something similar to that, which will be for your data source, obviously. But now that I've connected to it, it's going to ask me, how do I authenticate? So we'll provide you the URL plus the authentication username and password. So in this case, all I need to do is select basic, and I'm going to enter who this user is that we've used here, and I'm going to enter the password of that. And once I do that, I just connect, and that's going to allow me, if authenticated correctly, it's going to allow me to connect to that data source. So now every application does this part a little different. So in this case, in Power BI is asking me that I need to load the database. So I don't necessarily have to load everything in here, but if it's your first time, you definitely want to do that. You want to load all the tables in the structure. And now you can go in Power BI, you can go and just select each box and kind of do it that way. But I like to take a little cheat because Power BI allows me to do that. I'll kind of go to, I know one of the data sources here, the tables that has a lot of other tables connected to it. So I'm gonna select that one and then select the related tables, because this one has a lot of other tables connected to it. So it's gonna take up the majority of the tables on the list because they're all connected using that transaction, the visit transaction table. So let me go ahead and select the rest of them that were not part of that table group, or that are not interconnected, and that should allow me to connect to the rest of them. All right, am I missing any here? Let me make sure I get them all. Yeah. All right, we're all set. So now I'm just going to go ahead and load this. I don't need to do any transform or anything like that, because I'm going to tell you why. One of the things that we do for you is actually we pretty much make sure, let me go ahead and apply my changes here. We make sure that the data is pretty much cleaned up and in the right order for you, because the last thing you want to do is you have to go in and then transform the data to make it work for you. We're going to do that for you through the API itself. And that happens pretty much every time we do an update to the API, meaning that we add new tables to it. It's always going to be a table that's ready to be used. All right, so once the data is loaded, you're going to see that in the field area, we have all our tables loaded up. So let's take a look at this from the angle of a modeling perspective. So one of the things that you will get from us is a complete model of the data itself. So you do not have to recreate this yourself one bit. And I know that's probably one of the pet peeves of working with some APIs, is that even though you get the API and you get connection to the data, you still have to turn around and model the data itself. Well, not with Data Connect. Data Connect, the modeling is done for you. So you can start right away creating beautiful dashboards, meaningful dashboards with the data that we collect on your system. So let's take a look at what some of that looks like. If we, let me switch over to my other screen here. This is what is possible. Now I'm going to show you, this is the same thing here, the data fields that I've used to model the data itself. Now, the beauty about this is that it's all interconnected, right? I can literally click on any of these fields and it can drill down specifically to the data sets or to the data for that field itself. For example, let me click on in this case, this is a DMV client, title, new, used, purchased items. So we can see the month of August, September, but in each graph that I created here, I can see exactly just for this service, because that's what I selected, what the data is for that service. What kind of results am I getting? Let me click on another service here. You can see that it changes up right away. Time of day, visits created by day. It looks like Thursdays and Fridays for this specific service, I am getting the most impact or the most visits for this service. Now, if I wanted to drill down, say per month, I could click on the month and it's giving me the data sets for all services, right? I could then drill down and kind of see what's going on just for that one specific service. So let me click on something that's actually very active. Like this one's pretty active. You can see on Tuesday, I get a lot of visits for that way. Now, all these charts and visuals that you see here are all part of the tool sets in Power BI. They are not something that we create. All we're providing you is the data set itself, and of course, the modeling behind it. So the data is modeled for you, so you don't have to create this model. Of course, if you are a Power BI user, you can create models and go off of that. But the beauty of this is that you are able to also import other data sets into this and create a very meaningful dashboard that incorporates multiple data sets, not just from Qmatic, but also say from your Salesforce CRM system or any other system that you may be using to model your data itself. So that is the power of the Data Connect product. Is an API that allows you to connect directly into your data source and create these beautiful models or these beautiful dashboards of data that's very meaningful to your organization, and you're able to share this within your organization without having to create models over and over and over again. Now that is it for Data Connect. As I said, Data Connect is supported by many visualization tools out there, as long as they support OData Source. And OData Source is an open standard, is pretty much used by many data visualization tools, including Power BI. So if you are using something other than Power BI, all you have to check for is that OData is supported as a data source connector. You're able to connect to that type of source, and you're good to go. Of course, if you don't have that, the fallback is Excel. Excel is 100% supported on our platform. You can connect to the data source using Excel and create, your Excel charts and all that within Excel, if that's what you're comfortable with, using our data to be able to build these beautiful dashboards. So that's it for today. That's it for this Data Connect. Again, my name is Mark. I am the product evangelist at Qmatic, and thank you for your time. See you on the next one.